Alright, welcome everybody to some Breach and Clear. It's a new game I picked up while I was at work. I had my laptop. This game actually works on my laptop, which is good.
Welcome to the...
I'm not even going to let you watch that. Too bad. I'm however going to turn the volume down so you can hear more of me. Which, probably isn't that great. Whew, there we go. Alright. So this mission's kind of like XCOM, or this game, sorry, is kind of like XCOM. If anybody has ever seen XCOM, or, yeah, if you even know what XCOM is, I'll put some links in the description to a guy I watched named Beagle. He does a lot of XCOM vids. He's a fucking pro, and he's really good at it. So, kind of inspiration for this, I guess. That, and I just like the game, so. God, what am I gonna do? I just want to show you some missions. Well, just one actually, and kind of give you an idea of what the game's like. But I want to do something that's not as easy. I'll just do that one on normal, whatever. So this is my squads. I also gotta change... Wait a minute. One uses... Oh, interesting. All my stuff's different from my, Oh, well, that's fine then. All my guns are different from my laptop. Quite different. I think I have a light on my shit now. How much money? How much money do I have? Not not a lot. Well, obviously not that far ahead, because in online, or my laptop one has like the sniper rifle unlocked, and I actually gave it to my to Trevor. So okay, so the way the game works is you can create your own squad. I created a 4-man team called Tango Actual. Again, a little nudge to one of Beagle Rush's videos called Tango Actual, where they're pretty good video. They were playing Arma though. Anyway, so in this, each person or each class has their own special abilities. For example, the Breacher guy at the end, Trey Steele, he has the ability to, which is called throw and run, or throw and clear, I think it's called. It's where he can actually throw a grenade and move all in the same turn. Weapons Sergeant has the ability to suppress. That's Trevor Meserol. I got Mark Thibodeau, who is intelligence. He can actually put a wedge in the door, so this way guys can't go through that door. So if he's in one room and there's a door leading to... Oh, I'll explain in the game anyway a little bit more later. And the fire team leader, which is me, I can actually, or my guy, sorry, can actually draw fire. So they'll concentrate more on me, so I can actually do some, maneuvers for flanks and shit like that. You can actually buy your own equipment and color it too. I usually just keep all the shit black, usually. I don't know. Unless we're in the desert, but I haven't gotten any desert missions yet. I think the farthest I did was like Germany or something. Which is actually quite difficult, I found. So, but the sniper rifle actually came in handy there. So in here, you got your stats on the side. Gives your... So it actually tells you, like, this improves your critical shots. People can hear you. You'll get alerted damage, so on, rate of fire, and range. Each gun has their own stats, obviously. So if I go to Marketplace and look at guns, each gun's got their own stats. Right now I think I'm rocking the MK mod. I think some guys have the NK16 because it has better accuracy. But down the road I gave everybody this one here is actually the MK17. It's a bit more damage and rate of fire. But yeah, and then Trevor has this here, which is I think 250 damage, and the range is really far. It's weird though because with Trevor's guy, which is right here, he's the weapon sergeant. He has a suppression, and it's really weird to watch them like rapid fire a sniper rifle for suppression. But you know what? I don't care. It works. It's funny. Okay, so let's get into a mission. I'll get into a little bit more detail. We're just gonna do this one. There's no really sniping in this, but yeah, I'll show you. Not a bad game. I actually kind of enjoy it. Alright, so you can rotate the rooms, move around, zoom in to kind of get a better look. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place different teams at different doors. I'm going to split our teams into two. Okay, so Trey Steele, I'm going to put... I'll put on A, and Mark Thibodeau on A. And then I'll put Trevor and I on B. So this is start. We're going to phase 1 this month. Okay, so first things first, you can tell your guys to go in. So the square or the circle that you're clicked on is as far as they're going to go, and then the arrow shows where they're going to be looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to come in this room, but I'm going to want my first guy, Trey, to be looking this way, because as soon as he comes in, he's going to be facing forward. So the next circle, I want him looking down this way. So he'll look this way, clear that area, then start looking this way. I'm going to want him to go as far as here, but I'm going to want him looking this way. So if there's any guys, he'll take cover and then start engaging. And then Thibodeau, I'm going to get him to do the same thing, coming this way, looking this way. We'll already have Trey, looking that way. And then I'm going to put him behind cover again, but I'm going to get him looking a bit more this way, because if there's any guys over here, I want Mark to be looking this way and engaging and kind of keeping that. And then after that, we'll move them forward the next turn down here. Actually, I'm pretty sure... No, I'll go as far as this for sure, for now. I don't want to move too fast. I want them under cover in case guys decide to move from this room in here and come at that door. This door will be covered, and then this side will be covered. Alright. So next, we'll have Trevor... He's probably, I've noticed whenever I walk into rooms and try and get people under cover, I find what happens a lot of the times is I end up taking damage. It's not bad damage, probably maybe a quarter. I don't like taking damage, but it's kind of unavoidable sometimes. So first what I want him to do is come in looking forward, and then we'll have him if there's a guy up there, I want him looking that way. So what we'll do is we'll move him this way, keep facing forward, keep facing forward, and then once he gets here, we'll put him that way. That works for me. Okay, and then when I come in the room, my character, when Steve comes in the room, we'll go this way. Keep looking this way because he can keep firing over the half cover. And then we're going to get him looking this way, just to clear that side. Then we'll put him on the corner. We'll have him face this way. So this way, if there's any guys up this way, right up to that door, that'll be covered. And that should be good for the first turn. So, like I was saying, when guys, we'll go to Trey first. So see, Trey has throw and go. So throw and go, you can actually, take your grenade or flashbang or whatever, choose where you want in the room for him to throw it, and then he'll move right after. That's his ability. Because usually with these other three guys, they don't have that ability. So what's going to happen is they'll only be able to throw a grenade, and then that's it. They'll be able to throw a grenade, and that's their turn. They all have grenades. Some of them actually have med packs, which is good. So if you ever take damage, you can just kind of heal yourself or heal a buddy if you're close enough. The other thing is you move in half speed, so this way you're moving slower than the other player. or your other squad mate, so he can move further. But I find when you choose half speed, you can actually only go a certain amount of distance. Trevor has suppression, as you've noticed. He can suppress, and then you can choose the area you want to suppress. It's a lot narrower than what your actual Overwatch would be. Overwatch is for those of you who actually know what XCOM is. And then Medpack, well again, that's he can heal their players and shit. And then Thibodeau has the door wedge. Like I said, the door wedge comes in handy if... This is actually where I get to explain that. The door wedge, for example, once Trevor, or once Mark's actually in here, he can actually go and put a door wedge on this door. And that'll stop any guys that's in this room from exiting and going in that door. It comes in handy if you want to, like, for example, if we're going to do this last room, we put a door wedge on here, and then we can breach through here and they can't actually escape and run away, or, you know, go to the next room. It also comes in handy if you're in a room like this here, where, say for example, you go in through here and then you put a door wedge on this, and then this way you can get both your guys facing this way, and no guys will come up behind them. It kind of makes it so you can actually kind of, you know, put your back to the wall without having the wall or the door being opened and them come in from behind. Because if you get a guy behind you, it's not good in this. Well, yeah, obviously.
Got it.
And then I got draw fire on the last guy, the fire team leader. This means that I'll actually have enemies focused on my position, allowing my other guys to flank around and them not take damage when they're maneuvering. But he doesn't have a frag. I think the only ones that actually have frags are is the breacher, which is the top player there.
Consider it done. Roger.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get this started here. So I'm gonna zoom back so we can kind of watch both this happen. There are going to be, it's on normal, so they're more likely going to be contacts right off the bat. The thing that I find funny is that in this here game, you can actually buy different ways to breach, which means when you first breach into a door, you can actually have it so you can put a breaching charge on and blow the door. So depending on where you start, if it's a smaller room, you can blow the door open, and if there's guys in there, they'll obviously take damage from it. Or if you want to do it stealthily, like in here, you can actually buy the pick lock, which is or the lock pick. You can pick a lock and go in silently instead. I find the suppressors in this game they take away a lot on your noise, but they also take a lot away on your damage and your accuracy for some reason. I think it's just because suppressors in real life usually have that drawback. But anyway, so yeah, they take a lot off. I'm usually waiting to get weapons with higher stats. This way I can actually put suppressors on and they not be, you know, diminished a whole lot. The other thing is UAV you can buy. So if I'm on an outside mission, I'll have a UAV, and what happens is the UAV will actually spot all your guys, like your enemies, so you can see them that way. But one of my players actually has an ability where he has a 360 view, and I put a lot of points into that, so this way I can kind of see most of the guys on the map without having to buy the UAV, because I don't feel like wasting money on that. I would rather buy parts and accessories and shit for my gun. So, but at the end of the mission, I don't know if I'm going to level up. If I do, I'll be able to actually show you their stats, like what side abilities they have. But yeah, so we'll go with that.
Roger.
Alright, so now we're in a firefight here. I think this guy just ate it, that guy just ate it. Alright, so we're not in a firefight anymore. So far, like I said, I told you the damage was going to be taken. Trevor took it because he was the first in the room. He started firing, he had a couple guys already looking at him. Not much you can do. I mean, I could choose to heal, but at this point, he's only taken a bit of damage. He's still in the green, he's not even yellow yet. My guy's looking down this way. So these guys are all down. This guy's down. They go into slow animation. Usually the firefight will continue if they take cover, but they haven't. We've already surprised them. We've kind of pretty much taken them down. This room, as of so far, is clear. So what we're going to do, usually whenever you enter a room, regardless if you can see around the corner, they'll already kind of show you if the guy's there. So what I'm going to do is we know this door here is going to lead to this room. There's no guys that are going to come through this door, so that's fine. We're going to move Trey up. When we do, we're going to move him up to here first, because I want him looking in the correct direction by the time he hits this corner. There. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move the guys down this way. We're going to take this room, and then we're going to move this way, like this. And then, I don't even know if you can see my cursor on the screen, but I hope you can. If not, it's fine. Whatever. Deal with it. Alright, so... and then I want him to go this way, facing that way. And then we'll do one more. See, there he can see everything. See, when I click here, he can see up to here. So now what I want to do is I want him... I want him to kind of... he's going to slowly spin and look this way, and then I'll just have him back up looking that direction, and then he'll stop there. And Thibodeau, Mark, he can move further, see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him doing the same thing. Like that. This one I'll actually have him start to turn, or actually no, I'll leave him like that, and then I'll move him like that. Actually, no. Let's there. Let's just get him going straight to this and looking that way, and then Steel will come up behind, and he'll kind of do those moves to clear that way. Actually,
yes, sir.
Trey, let's do it a little bit more. There. Let's go right with. Let's not even. Let's because. Mark's going to be moving a lot faster, so I'll get him coming up behind, face that way, and then I'll put him right here. I'll have him face this way. So now what I have is I'm going to have Thibodeau looking through the door.
Consider it done.
Like that. So he'll be looking right in the room like this. And I'll have
consider it done.
Trey facing this way, to just in case, because you never know, right? Because if Mark sees a guy in this room and he starts firing, guys in this room are going to be alerted. They'll either come through this door or come through this door, and if they come through this door, I want somebody protecting Mark's arse. So they'll be facing this way, so if the guy does come through this door, Steel will be able to engage. So second.
Stay sharp.
Now, this room is pretty much clear, as you can see. Chances are guys could come through this door, and that is a high chance, but what I want to do is I kind of want to bottleneck these guys. So what I'm going to do is, or actually pin them. I want to do a two-man entry on this door, in this room. So what I want to do is I'm going to move my guys, Mark and, Trevor and Steve, I want to move them towards this door on the top left here. So I'm going to have Trevor start to come this way, but I want him watching those two doors. I already have Steve watching this door on the top left, so these two doors behind the desk and the one on the top right I want Trevor watching. Just in case anybody comes in, you never know. I found this game has surprised me a lot with the way terrorists usually work in this, because they end up coming out engaging. I want to make sure Trevor's behind half cover, so I'm going to put him behind that stupid couch that's there.
Done.
And now we'll have Trevor just sit there and kind of guard for now. I want to move them up slowly because the first turn just happened. Guys are aware in these top rooms, oh my god, there are shots fired in that other room, so we're going to go, there's a good chance that they'll come and investigate. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Richardson up here. I'm going to have him watching that top door still, because while Trevor's moving I want that door covered because he's got the other two. So we'll move this up, we'll get him watching that door. So we're going to put them up to the further cover here, just a simple move. I don't want to put them up to, because I know you can see how the circles are way up higher, but I don't want to move them up that far. If I do that, they're going to be in the open. So if some guys do come through the doors, even though they're being watched, there's a good chance the guy could just stay in the other room and fire from cover. And that means I'm fully exposed and I'll just take the brunt force of those shots. Zoom out here, and then Let's get this second phase going. See, there we go. Okay, so what happened there is I had Trevor already watching that door. As soon as that guy came in, out, bam, instantly taken down. Trevor's got good reaction time. He's got good accuracy. I put a lot in his accuracy and reaction time, so this way he's not being messed with. So as soon as that door opens, Trevor's right on the ball. Bam, bam, taking him out. So the other two doors are still being watched. We had these guys move up. They were fine. See, covering both areas. I got Steel watching that side just in case that door opens. Mark pops this door open. Bam, there's a guy right there. So now he's not even looking our way. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have Trevor come in, but Trevor's going to come in and clear this room basically. Or Mark, sorry. Mark's going to come in and clear this room. He's going to pop this guy, and then we're going to move them up to this door so we can get a good look on this room. We don't know what's in this room yet. We still can't see. There could be another guy. Usually if a room has these circles like this, you can already see inside. This room, yeah, I know you can't. I would take it slow either way because you can't really tell what's in that room. So with Steel, actually I like to do whoever's up front first. So Mark's there. I'm going to have him come around the corner. That way, bam, bam, he'll take that guy out and we'll have him deal with any guys that are here just in case. But I don't think there's any guys there. There usually aren't when you can already see the one. So he'll come around the corner, bam, bam, take that guy out. We're going to have him move up since he's the furthest ahead. Move up to the furthest square, or circle. And we'll have him watching as much of this space as we can. Oh, there we go. So we want him watching that much. Trey, we'll have him continue to fall back. Mark's already facing forward, so he's going to take care of the room. Steel doesn't need to be facing the same way. We don't need him shooting over Mark's shoulder, so we'll have him facing this way just in case any guys decide to come through this door. Like I said, I could have Mark move up and put a wedge on this door to make sure nobody comes in, but then you're losing a whole lot of space. And quite fairly, I don't think they will. I find terrorists don't usually run. They'll usually just kind of go undercover and then watch your position. So so far we'll have Steel watching that way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him come up to Steel. Yeah, okay. So we'll have him come up to right here, which is the other side. Now what you would probably think is that I'm going to have him going like this and watching through the door like both of them. But I don't want that because with Steel, he's only watching part of the room, and with Trevor, he's already got with Mark, he's already got a lot of space watched, like right up to here. Like there's only one sliver that he's not seeing. So with Steel, I'm not going to have him watching that room. I'm actually going to have him watching our backs just in case. Like any guy comes through, Steel will already be seeing them and engaging them, kind of putting, some suppression down so they're not just getting full-on shots on both my boys. So now that Mesrol and Richardson are moved up, Trevor, if I'm not saying your name right, deal with it, buddy, I'm sorry. And the closest one is Richardson. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to have Trevor watching both these doors when he moves up, but with Richardson I'm just going to put him, I'm going to have him watching both of those doors anyway. But I want him moving up right away. I'm going to go and we're going to watch this room like this. There we go. Now, with Trevor, I want him doing that too, and I would do the same thing where I would put him right on the opposite, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like right, the opposite side of the door that I just placed him, like right here. I would put him here watching the other two doors just in case guys come through again. But again, if I do that and there's a guy on the top left-hand corner of this room, Trevor will start taking shots through this door. So I don't want to put him right there. I'm going to actually back this up. Steve will be able to shoot right through here, so that should be okay. What I want to do is I'm going to put Trevor... I don't want him taking shots at all, because he's already damaged. If anybody's going to take shots, I'd rather myself take shots than him. So We'll put him right here behind me, so I'll take shots instead, but he'll still watch this way. Trevor's got really good accuracy. His reaction time is really good, as you've already seen. I mean, come on.
Contact.
That's nothing. Like, you're down, bud. See you later. Don't mess with the T. So now, there's nobody to suppress. We're not going to do any suppression actions. I could have steal, throw, and go, and clear this room, but there's no point. The guy's not even looking at us. And I usually only like to do the throw and go if steal's the lead, but I usually put Mark in the lead because, well, it's Mark. So, all right. So let's do that. I'm gonna play through, watch this, and then I'll redo the other side. Actually, no. I know what's gonna happen. So just zoom right in so I can see.
Got it.
There we go. All right, we're done. There was only one guy left. We didn't have to clear the top at all, apparently. So that's how that went. You know, just for a little bit here. Just go right in. And we'll twirl this around like that. Bad terrorist. You're done. Kept all our guys alive. Nobody took too much damage. Trevor did because he's just, you know, he's a monster. He goes right in. He doesn't give a shit. He's reach and clear, motherfucker. So there we go. Probably not going to hit the next level, which is fine. I think I can still show you the stuff through the stats area. And then, so what happens is, depending on how many stars you get, that's how they get added to this top, your stars on the top right. I really don't know if you can see my mouse. If you can, that would be awesome, because this way I could actually point to stuff, rather than having to describe where you're supposed to be looking. Anyway, those top stars at the top, depending on how many you get, will unlock the next weapon. And obviously, your experience goes up and you can unlock certain stuff. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to show you guns, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You can see on the dark guns where they're locked, it says the next gun will be locked at 75. So I'd have to do a couple more missions and get more stars unlocked for them in order for you in order for the stars to actually unlock the following guns. The good thing is that your optics and shit like that, you don't need stars to unlock that. Those are always going to be unlocked, everything. It's just all about getting the money for them. So grips, for example, that's like 300 bucks per grip, right? You get a decent amount of money. Yes, I know I was down to like, what, 300 I think before I started that mission, and now I'm up to 316, but you gotta realize that I'm buying equipment for 4 guys, and if I take, say for example, that custom grip, that's like, you know what I mean? Like that's like 1200 right off the bat. There goes all your money, like right off the bat for just a grip for everybody. So I try and space all my gear out for all my guys. So if I go to my guys, you can tell I have 4 grip, I have a durable gas system on there. I really wish if I clicked it you could see it, but it doesn't show me, and I don't know why, but anyway. Durable gas system I have on there. I have a competition trigger because it gives better accuracy and rate of fire as well. I got optics on there. Your lights usually add to your accuracy as well. They usually have a pretty good effect on there as well. IR devices I didn't get a chance to use yet, so I don't really know. Suppressors I have used, but not a whole lot. I put it on one guy. It's kind of pointless when the other 3 are just blasting and making a lot of noise. But anyway, gear is for your health and stuff as well. For gear, the headgear on this is just like a helmet. Face doesn't really do anything. It's just like a more just for visuals, I guess. Your vests actually have stats to them. Your clothes don't. So face gear and clothes, no stats. Headgear, vest, stats. And you can buy inventory slots. You can buy flashbangs and frags if you want for your guys. I haven't. I really don't see a point because I don't know. I usually just plan my way instead. And you can do that for 2 different slots. So as you noticed, I have I have the I think it's the MK, yeah, so the MK18 mod 1. I have that on my team. That's me. I have the MK, and then I have Trevor having the MK16, and the same with because this is how I usually split the squads. I usually split the squads for I usually have me or Steve, fire team leader, and Trevor, weapons sergeant. I usually have that as Alpha 1, and then Bravo I usually leave as Mark Thibodeau and Trey Steele. That's why each team has an MK18, and each team has the what is it? The 16. Oh, where is it? There we go. Yeah, the MK16. There we go. So with the guns, MK18 mod 1, there it is. That's the stats on that. It does pretty decent damage. Where's the MK16? There we go. So the 18's a bit more damage, a lot more noise. The rate of fire is a little not as good, I guess, but it's fine. But it has the MK16 has better accuracy, so that's why I usually have one per team just to kind of raise it up. I think down the road I gave everybody a better weapon by then and more gear. It just takes a long time to buy gear sometimes. And now the consumables, this is what I was talking about. You can buy lockpicks, breach charges, defibrillators if one of your guys actually get killed. I try not to get my guys killed. If they do get killed, I usually restart because I like to have everybody alive. I have done a mission in Germany, I think it was, where one of my guys got killed at the very end. It was like an hour long of planning and going through. So very frustrated by the time that happened. So other than that, let me see if I can see my stats. So there we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is stats boosts when you're near your teammates. That's what the fire team leader has. So their stats get boosted if they're near me. I know usually I split the guys up, but sometimes the distance is actually pretty good when it comes to stat boosts, even if they're not right next to me. So yeah, when you go up to the level 10, when firing on the same target as teammates, 10% accurate boost is gained. So if I'm firing at the same guys as everybody else, my shit gets boosted. And then you can go on to increase the time for enemies to acquire. There's my location. It takes longer for them. When drawing fire, fire team leader is more resistant to damage, so I'm a little bit, I can take shit more. Bring it on, I can take it. And then again, the last would be the huge stat boost. Now, with Thibodeau, right off the bat, this is the guy that I had set up. I put a lot of points into his intuition, which allows him to have that 360 degree view. So Thibodeau is pretty much my UAV. I put him in a room, I put him in the game, and he can automatically see pretty much where all the guys are. I know it didn't happen right on that last mission, but usually it's because there's a lot of different separate rooms and stuff. But in like the Germany levels, I noticed big time because the Germany levels are outside. I put him in the area and he can see everybody right off the bat. He's like a fucking UAV right off the bat. And then the next one, survival results in additional XP permissions. So when he hits level 10, what's going to happen is that if he lives, which like I said, I usually try and get all my guys living, he'll gain a little bit more experience after each, section. And then his field of view increases by 20 degrees, so he'll see even better once he hits 15. He'll be like UAV 2.0, And then enemies take longer to detect this unit. Just like the fire team leader, he'll be able to be just hard to detect, basically. But again, that happens at 25, whereas with the fire team leader, it happens a bit sooner. And he can move invisibility, but he's unable to shoot for 1 round. So if I want him to move quietly and stealthy, which, I'm kind of thinking about taking that approach later on, but for right now it's kind of fun just to scare the shit out of terrorists and move in and shit. But yeah, he can move. He can't shoot, but that's fine. As long as you can move him to cover, he'll be good to go for the next round. And then I have Mesrol, who is the weapons sergeant. He can deal. deals damage during suppressing fire. So if I put the suppressing fire on, he can kill people still. If they're under cover, it usually doesn't happen, but if they're... You noticed how, like, when I was firing at them, that kind of went slow-mo in that first round? Sometimes it'll slow-mo to the point where they're stopped, but they're still in the running position, because it kind of freezes the whole thing. So it's kind of like it freezes it, and then, yeah, we plan the next section, and they'll be, like, half sprinting to cover. If I put Trevor suppressing that guy while he's... and then we start the next round, what'll happen is he'll just unload a ridiculous amount of bullets, and if that guy takes it while running, it can go down. But if they're under cover, they usually don't go down. His accuracy bonus while behind cover, so if he's behind cover he gets better accuracy. I did notice that for when I was playing the Germany round, because by then I was level 13 I think. I think 13 or 14 by then. It's funny, and I'm going to have to do all that over again, but I don't care. It's actually kind of a fun game. And then suppression cooldown reduced by 0, so whenever you do your special abilities, so suppressing fire, throw and go, draw fire, door wedge, all those, you can only do them usually once per round, and then there's a certain amount of time it takes for them to cool down and you can be able to use them again. So with the suppression you can actually do it more often when you hit 15. Cover, so can fire through the enemy, or 2 enemies behind cover. So this just means that if Trevor's undercover or the other guy's undercover, you can actually shoot at them better. So can travel, or can target an enemy with highly effective fire, even through walls. So you can use this once per mission, and he can basically shoot through walls, which was, you know, really good for a guy that has, you know, I mean, really, look at the accuracy on that. I try and keep everybody the same, as you probably noticed, but his proficiency, see, improves damage and shots. That's the reason why I like having Trevor guarding my ass, because his shots do a lot more damage compared to everybody else that I have on my squad. Not taking away from anybody else on my squad, obviously, because everybody seems to have their own shit. Because with Mark, he spots everybody. He's really good at spotting. That's what this intuition is. And I like to keep everybody pretty close to the reaction time as well. The reaction time is what I was doing when I was playing. Last but not least, Mr. Steele. His main thing is the explosives. Increase the distance that he can throw. I like to do that. I only put 5 points in it. You only get 5 points whenever you whenever you level up. You only get 5 points you can put in everything. That's why they're not very high. But yeah, accuracy, big thing. I like to put a lot of my points into accuracy and reaction time. If you have a guy with high reaction time that goes into the room, he'll be able to shoot before they shoot. That's always a good thing. So yeah, this is increases grenade damage, so if you ever use this as a grenade, flashbang effectiveness, that's good for your throw and goes. Reduce damage to the soldier from grenades. That's if they throw grenades, but quite honestly, in all the missions I've played, I don't think I've actually had anybody use a grenade on me. I don't think anybody actually has. That's fine, I mean, whatever. So half cover grants the same benefits as full cover, so if he's under half cover, he'll have the same benefits, so he'll take less damage. He'll take the same amount of damage as he would as if he was under full cover. Full cover is actually really good. You're just firing around the corner, whereas half cover, you know, you're shooting over the top. It's more of you being seen. Honestly, if you want anything about cover, go and watch Dyslexi's videos for Armor. He tells you a lot about half cover, full cover, and shit like that. Okay, so, and the last, he can throw 2 grenades in 1 turn. So this way he can throw, if it's a bigger room, he could probably flash the entire room, or use a frag instead and take out the whole room that way. But that is pretty much it for this round. I just wanted to show you one mission, that's all. Just the one mission for now. This is the Germany, these are the levels that are really open. This is the mission that's like an hour long and is quite difficult. Yeah. Anyway, maybe I'll play that someday. I'll probably muck it up real bad, but that's fine. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Later.